Hi again, everybody. Bill Phillips here on a Friday. Sorry we weren't with you on Thursday, but had the day off, and basically have the day off today too. But I thought, you know what? It's Christmas time. People are trying to do a little bit extra. People are trying to, help everybody else out. And so one of the things that I wanted to do was talk to my man, Ralph Petrella. He is here today, and he's got a great announcement and a project that he's working on with Steubenville City Schools. And it's just an exciting project, I think, and it's something that is needed. So we wanted to talk about that. And of course, we always want to talk about Valley Converting, the sponsor of the 9-Minute Phill-Up up in T-Town, up in the Gem City of Toronto, Ohio. And they do a great job. And if you have paper products you need recycled, maybe some paper products you don't want anyone else to see, they'll take care of it. Not saying nothing,
Tax reform.
Yeah. You don't want anyone to, you don't want to share that business. So they'll take care of you. Right now, let's hear from them.
Every piece of paper has a story. What if that story didn't end when you were done with it?
At Valley Converting, we turn your old paper products into recycled paperboard, continuing the story.
Locally owned and operated in Toronto, Ohio, bringing your paper to Valley Converting isn't just about recycling.
It's about supporting a cleaner, greener future for all of us.
We are here 5 days a week to help you make some green by going green.
And remember,
recycle for your future.
Mike Biasi and the crew up in Toronto at Valley Converting. We'd like to thank them again for all of their help with the 9-Minute Phill-Up. And what we're doing today, we'll talk a little football. College football, some big conference championship games coming up this weekend. National Football League, there's a game in Pittsburgh this weekend. It involves the Browns of Cleveland, the Steelers of Pittsburgh. They don't like each other, if you don't know that. And the fan bases here in the Ohio Valley, they support both. So we'll talk to them. Ralph, as you can see, he's a pretty big fella. He used to play some football at Big Red. A little bit, and then played in college, and I believe All-American in college, correct?
I was my senior year.
Yeah.
Left at All-American Bowl, which was really exciting.
And where was the All-American Bowl?
I didn't actually. It was in Mississippi. I actually didn't get to play because I torn my ACL my senior year. So I was on the rehab path. And did not get to play it, but I was elected to that, so it counts. And it was a great time.
Oh, absolutely, it counts.
It counts.
Absolutely. Well, the great thing that counts this time of the year is people helping people, and you have come up with an idea for Christmas for this holiday season. Looking to get started first time out of the box and looking to help some people, and you're going to be helping some students at the Steubenville High School because it's a little bit of a different twist. You have toys for tots, things like that, stuff a bus, giveaways for kids. And tell us about what your idea is, because I want you to explain it to everybody.
Yeah, so there's a missing age demographic when it comes to donations for gifts for Christmas.
Okay.
It's the high school age.
Right.
Most organizations, they cut off at 12, 13. So what I decided to do was anonymously create likes and dislike lists and work with the Steubenville City Schools, specifically Steubenville High School, and creating a way to link sponsors to kids who might not have the best opportunity to have a ton of Christmas gifts, right? So we are getting sponsored.
Or any Christmas gift.
Or any gift. Yes, exactly. And it's been great because we've been working with the Steubenville High School Guys Department to get kids that we know are really going to benefit from this. We've been able to link up sponsors directly with these kids. And it's all done anonymously, which is really cool. We have a number assigned to each kid. The donor gets that number, gets that list of needs, and is able to directly affect these kids' Christmases. And the reason why I wanted to do this is I remember being in high school and going to Steubenville Big Red. It's very diverse, and some of my friends just didn't have means for Christmas, and I know for a fact that they were provided Christmas gifts by coaches, by teachers, and that really that touched me. So I wanted to be able to help in the same similar manner as a coach, and knowing what my athletes at Wheeling University, what they're going through, right? Some of those kids come from hard situations, and I talking to them about Thanksgiving, it was like, hey, we need to do something for kids for Christmas. And I think it's a really, really great cause.
All right, Ralph, do me a favor. Just inch down that way just a little bit, because I want you to make sure your voice is going right across the microphone top. So I know you keep looking at me, but I want you to talk into the mic.
I got you.
So tell me, you mentioned you coach and you see kids and you're coaching at Wheeling University, but I also know you coach a lot of high school kids from different high schools around the area at your gym, Cinna, over in Follinsby. So you have kids that come in. What's it like to be able to help a kid, and it may not be with gifts. Maybe it's, somebody just needs, someone there to listen to, an ear to listen to. How much of that, and Ralph has been here before. If you don't recognize him, he's been here for the Juvenile Justice Task Force event. So you're very much involved in trying to help the youth of the community. What is it about doing that you said it touched you, makes you, I don't know if it makes you feel good. Is it, what do you get out of it that maybe somebody might say, why is he putting all this extra time in with this?
So for me, it is the future. Our kids are literally the next generation, right? So I want my kids to be able to grow up in a world that is awesome, that people love each other, that there's not hate. And in order to do that, you have to teach kids that they're cared about. Right. Once somebody knows that you care, they'll run through a wall for you. Right. They'll make sure their grades are right. They'll make sure that their attendance is better. They'll make sure that they're looking people in the eye when you're speaking to them. And those are things we also teach at Cinna, right? All of our young kids, when they meet another client, they shake their hands, they look them in the eye, because again, we're setting up the future. And when you have a high valued thing, you have to show you take care of it. Right?
You have expectations.
Yep. 100%.
And just from my own, raising my own kids and doing a lot of coaching, expectations for a teenager, a young child, it's important because it gives them, okay, I need to do this. It's just not a free ride. I just don't get to do what I want. I need to, find a way to help and be a part of the team, be a part of the solution.
Right. And it sets the tone for every culture, your expectation. And the culture that I want to encourage is one of helping another. If you see somebody, if you're in a race and the guy next to you is knocked down, help him up and get back in the race together. Right. It's not a fair competition if that guy next to you is in the dirt and you're just running free. So we want to make sure we're creating equity in our community.
All right. So back to Christmas, back to the students at Steubenville Big Red, back to how people can get involved in this. So you set up a foundation or set up a project, and you're going to have anonymous high schoolers selected by guidance counselor going through all that. There's going to be a gift giver that is going to provide that gift. How does someone get involved that sees this today?
If you could reach out to me directly on social media, or give me a call at 740-275-8055. We can directly link you with the anonymous kid and tell you what gifts they need. And then you can bring them to Cinna Wellness in Follinsby, West Virginia, and we will deliver them to the high school. So we're really just the middlemen. We want to link sponsors directly with kids. And that's what I think my skill set does best, is bring people together.
What has the reaction been like at the school?
It's been huge. It's been awesome. We have 15 kids identified, and we have 8 donors thus far. So we're still looking for 7 donors. Every kid will get taken care of no matter what. It's just to the extent we want to really deliver on this.
And it's an opportunity for people in the community to reach out if they want to be, because everybody, I need something to do. I need to figure out a way that I can give back. This is a great way to give back, and it's not overly complicated.
No, and it's unique. It is, I really appreciate Toys for Tots. I love the idea of Stuff for Bus. But those are directly to smaller children, right? This is the missing age demographic who are on the cusp, right? They're not quite adults. They still need to feel some love, but they're old, they're mature, and they're the next ones really going to be driving the bus forward.
And maybe this gift might be something that sparks them to help their community when they get older and they have an opportunity to do something the same.
That's the idea. That is the idea, to spur it forward.
All right, let me see what I can't see without my glasses, Ralph. Can you see the comments, Jordan? All right. Am I about to let's see. Oh, there we go. Kudos to coach. Kudos to coach from Joe. So yeah, it's one of those things where and it takes time. It takes time. How much, I know your schedule, and it's a bit crazy.
It's fun.
Like this morning, you were down at Wheeling University, working with the football team.
4:30.
You have your own business, Synagym in Follinsby. Then you have your own kids that you're running around and taking care of them. So just throw another project on, and I know there's other projects as well. This is just one of a bunch. But what is it about? Because you're at, like you said, you're at Big Red. You've seen how much this means to kids, and I think you touched on something. I think for anybody that's out there, for any coach, for any school, there's so much more that teachers and coaches do that people just don't know about. And there might be a coach that they don't do enough. They don't do, and then all of a sudden, if you really knew the real deal, there's a whole bunch of behind the scenes stuff that goes on just to make sure the kids are being taken care of. And I know, talking to teachers, that it's a big part of it's their kids.
Mm-hmm. No, there's so much. I have seen coach athletes rip a shoe in training and a coach go buy them shoes. I've seen, from my own personal experience when I was in high school, tragedy struck a family, and 2 young men had to move in with a coach for a year. And for a coach to take somebody in, like, that's a lot, right? Yeah. If you have kids, you have to feed them, you have to water them, you have to dress them. Yeah. And for a coach to take on 2 young men, it's incredible. And kudos to coach for that. I don't think that does get recognized enough. Yeah. And we just, again, that's something that is important. Giving back, like, yes, this is a lot of work, but I have it in my schedule. I make the time for it because it is important. And when things are important, like our youth, we make the time for it.
All right, well, we get another comment from Joe. This is a good thing. So nice hearing good things instead of all the bad things in this world. Amen. Amen to that. And that's, one of those things where, I say it at the end of every time we do a podcast: have fun, try your best. 2 rules. I mean, if you're trying your best and you're having some fun, hopefully your day is going to be going well, and hopefully it rubs off on some other people and get someone else to smile. And that's the biggest thing. You see that smile on a kid's face. You see that smile on a parent's face because maybe they got that helping hand that they needed. Give me the title again. Give me what we can do to get in touch with you.
So this is the Teen Takeover Secret Santa gift exchange. You can reach out to me directly on social media, or Santa Wellness on Facebook and Instagram, or call, text. Text is always easier. 740-275-8055.
I hear producer extraordinaire over there, Jordan, typing away. I think she's putting some numbers in or something. She's even got the headsets on today.
It's killing it.
She's got the headsets on. So I just think it's a great idea. And again, if you have an opportunity this holiday season or at any time of the year, Salvation Army is a group that has partnered with WTOV9. We've partnered with them along with the Cedar One group for Coach for Kids. If you have an opportunity to donate to that, if you have an opportunity, maybe you have the bell ringers out there for the Salvation Army. If you can throw $1 in, throw 50 cents in, whatever you can do, anything you do helps. And a lot of people, when you really think about it, you look around sometimes. Wow, I've got it pretty good, and you don't realize it. And sometimes you need to step back and go, you know what? I've got a bunch of first world problems over here, and I'm and then you look around and you think, somebody's always got it rougher.
Always.
Somebody's always got it better too. But it's one of those things where if you could reach out this time of the year, it's a huge help. So I just think it's a tremendous idea. Were you just sitting around brainstorming one day and said, "This is what I want to do"? Now I'm a little disappointed in Ralph. A little disappointed. This is where we get real on the 9-minute Phill-Up today.
Boy, okay.
He's supposed to have on an ugly sweater, an ugly Christmas sweater, because this is his time of the year.
Christmas.
He loves Christmas. It's his favorite thing of all time.
Christmas music in the gym right now.
I mean, so this is his deal, and he promised me an ugly sweater.
Next time I have you, I promise. Even if it's in March, I'll wear.
Even if it's in March, okay.
Ugly Christmas
All right. Let's see. I think we got it here. Teen Takeover Secret Santa Gift Exchange, Steubenville High School. So, and that's the thing. If you can't reach out to Ralph, and you can reach out to Steubenville High School, reach out to Steubenville High School. They'll get you in touch with a student that you need, or give you the information that they have to work with the student.
Principal Gorman has been amazing. He's been great to work with. I think he's doing an amazing job for the school, for the city, and it's been really great to work with him.
I was gonna say, how hard was that to convince the school to do something like this? Now they just did a Stuff the Bus, and I know they do a lot of charity projects. And my son, when he went to school there, he was part of the Key Club. They were always coming up with different ways, canned food drives and all kinds of things. But what was it like?
He responded right away. We sent him an email, explain what we wanted to do, and he was back to us within a day, and we got the ball rolling as soon as we could.
Awesome. Okay, so Santa Claus, I need a favorite Santa Claus memory from you. What's your favorite Santa Claus memory?
So my dad dressed up as Santa every year when he was older. So he had this great white beard, and it was amazing. And the first year he did it, he had the worst ho 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 in America, and it made my son cry.
It made your son cry?
He came downstairs and he looked great. I mean, the Santa suit, the beard, real beard, and he said ho ho ho.
Oh,
and I'm like,
you would give the evil ho ho ho.
What are you doing, Dad? But that is probably my favorite Santa Claus moment, is seeing him try so hard to be a Santa, and making my son cry.
Now did he get better with the ho-ho?
It got better. We got a different Santa suit, and I think the Santa suit it made the difference.
All right. Now do you have your own Santa suit? Or
I'm rocking his.
Oh, you're rocking that one. Okay.
There might be a surprise at the Santa Christmas party. All are welcome. It's the Saturday before Christmas. All are welcome. Big Al's going to smoke a brisket. But a young red-bearded Santa might be showing up.
Well, that there's a young Santa too. You got
cartoons, claymation.
Absolutely. Yeah. Santa's going to be, that's awesome. I love seeing Santa. I tell you my most recent story with give me a ho
ho ho.
Ooh, that is pretty good.
Yeah, right.
That could be mid-season form.
I practiced it.
That could be mid-season form. My most recent encounter with Santa.
Yeah, hit me with it.
It's awesome.
Okay.
So we're down they had a health fair down at the Highlands complex in Wheeling. So I was there representing WTOV9, and I was talking to someone, and Dylan Cleveland was sitting next to me. And all of a sudden there was a big Christmas event on the other side of the complex. So I'm sitting there and I'm looking around, and I look in the window, and there's Santa looking in. He's like, what's going on in there? What's going on? And he's got someone with him, little helper, little elf, and I'm looking at Santa. I went, Santa, waved him in. Okay. I said, come on in. Now, who am I to invite Santa to anything? But I mean, Santa opened the door, came in.
Did you have some Oreos and milk for him?
No, but I should have. I apologize, Santa. But I got up out of the chair, and I'm yelling literally and people are looking at me going, Santa. It was like Buddy the Elf. I was so he comes over, and I said, Santa, I need some sugar. I said, I need a hug. I need a hug. So I got a hug from Santa. Okay. And then the elf, she was like, you take pictures of Santa at 2 p.m. I was like, I'm not taking a picture of Santa. I just want a hug from Santa. So Santa was like, how are you? And everything was good. And then he left, and I thanked him, and it was like, I'm good.
That's good.
I'm good. I mean, that's all you need. Sometimes you just need a little sugar. Like when I say sugar, I mean a hug. And it's like, if you get a hug from Santa,
hugs are
come
good.
on. There's nothing better than a hug from Santa.
You are supposed to get 8 hugs a day for homeostasis.
Okay.
Yep. 4 to
All
survive.
right, I can pretend that I know what homeostasis means, but
Yeah,
okay.
right?
So what?
You've
So
heard this.
so what? Why do I need 8 hugs?
Because we are a evolutionary community-based society,
Okay.
and affection, warmth, body vibrations
Okay.
are needed for cohabitation, right?
Okay.
So 4 hugs to stay alive, 8 to be like balanced. Homeostasis means balance, and 12 for optimal performance. And post COVID, I mean, this is why COVID hurt us so bad as a society. Is it took away our.
Why do I
ability
feel
to
like
hug.
I'm dying right here?
I give you hugs. You give hugs.
But the number, I'm like, there's no way.
12 hugs. You got hug people. Get
That's a
that.
lot of. That's how. You just got to walk up. Excuse me. Can I give you a hug? It's for your homeostasis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone's going to slap you right when you say that to them.
It can be an emotional hug, like saying "I love you."
It could be, yeah,
checking
yeah.
on somebody's well-being.
So and these are the things you can learn over at Cinna as
Yeah,
well as
absolutely.
training, because it's
wellness.
part of it. It's wellness.
It's wellness. We focus holistically on the human.
All right, and basically back to what we were talking about with the gift exchange, and I would imagine that's the same type of thing. It's wellness.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's mental wellness. You can really help somebody out at Christmas time
And
make their
like it makes you feel fulfilled.
Yeah.
It gives you a purpose.
endorphins.
100%.
Yeah,
Knowing you did good for somebody.
yeah, and something you're not expecting to get paid back for.
100%.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, give me one more time. Give me the specifics.
Yep.
All right, for what people need to do.
Okay. Again, it is the Teen Takeover Secret Santa Gift Exchange. We are working with Steubenville High School specifically, and you can reach out to me on social media or by phone, 740-275-8055, or reach out to Steubenville High School directly. Either is fine. You can also reach out on my business direct messages, Cinna Wellness.
And Cinna is SYNA Wellness. So and that's what you are on Instagram. I don't, okay. All right. So there you go. That's how you do it. Okay. So now as we move along, and again, can't thank you enough as a part of the community to that's something that's going on, and something that you're doing, and something that you're spearheading. That's fantastic. I think it's just absolutely sensational. And if you have the opportunity to help out with that, please do. And I know sometimes we don't know how much of an impact the show has or the podcast has, but I remember Hunter, my man Hunter from Indian Creek, he showed up at the Biasi Shuma 5K, and his mom said, Mr. Phillips, this is my son Hunter. He listened to the show. He wanted to come up and support the race, and I thought, well, that's fantastic.
That's awesome.
So then later, I went to one of his football games. Indian Creek, the junior Indian Creek team.
They win?
It was a blowout. My man Hunter got in, played pretty well. So I thought he did great, and it was nice to get to see him. But so if this has an impact on you, finding out about this, if you can help with this, fantastic. If you can't help with this, and maybe you see one of those Christmas trees at church or a business where you just pull a name and a card off, and it says, little girl age whatever, or needs a new pair of shoes or a toy or what, maybe you can do that. But if you can, please help, and any way you can, that's greatly appreciated. Again, if you can reach out to Ralph through social media or reach out to Steubenville High School, and this is being headed up by Principal Ted Gorman. So that's good stuff. Now we're gonna do one football game.
Okay.
We'll do one football game to start. Steelers, Browns. First
rematch.
game in the snow. It's a rematch. Steelers fans, look at Jordan. She's already crossed her arms. She's looking down at the floor, just shaking her head, going, "What happened in the first game? It was a snow globe, and we lost."
I'm neutral.
You're neutral. Okay.
Listen, I'm a Giants fan.
You're a Giants fan?
I'm a Giants fan. We're just gonna
wait a minute.
Yeah, I loved
the Giants.
Yep, I love them.
The New York Football Giants.
Yeah, I loved them in the '90s with LT.
Oh wow, yeah.
I loved them in the early.
That's
2000s.
when Washington was beating up on them, going to 3 Super Bowls. You know
what happened to that league? I digress.
That was horrific. Don't bring that up, because that was. I just remember Frank Gifford when Joe Theismann broke his leg when Lawrence Taylor sacked him in the backfield on Monday Night Football, and Frank Gifford just kept saying, "We won't show this. We will not show this. We're not going to show it very much." Next thing you know, it's on 25 times in a row, and you're just like,
Oh,
goodness gracious, do we need to see this anymore? I had a number of more than one occasion to get to meet Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah, I've always wanted to.
Yeah, good dude.
Yeah,
and just
great story. He's doing great things in his community now.
And just intense.
It's intense.
True story. The intenseness of Lawrence Taylor. This is how you know. This is where greatness comes from. I don't want to be good. I don't want to be good in anything. I want to be great in everything. And that was him. So he comes to WVIT in Hartford, Connecticut. I'm the sports producer. So I'm working with Beasley Reese. He was a former teammate at LT's when he was with the Giants. He was a defensive back. So he comes in and Beasley challenges him. They start talking trash to each other, and he goes, "All right, well, you think it's so easy? You do the Nick highlights tonight." So LT goes, "All right, I'll do the Nick highlights tonight." So Beasley pulls me aside and he goes, "Whatever he needs, you go make sure he's all set to go." So we go back. The Nick game ends. It was done about 9 o'clock. We didn't have a show until 11, so we had a couple hours. So I cut the highlights up, and I said, "Here's what Beasley's going to say. He's going to send it over to you. And then you're gonna do the highlights." So it was about 30 seconds, 45 seconds worth of highlights. So we went through it one time. We went through it again. And I was like, "Wow, LT, that was good. You want to keep doing more? Yeah, let's do it again. We went basically of 2 hours, an hour 45, and it was 30 seconds of highlights. But he was, "I got it. This has to be perfect."
He's trying to win.
So he's trying to win the competition. So it's one of those things where, he wants to be great. He wants to be the best. There's Addison Albert. Come on in, Addison Albert. All right, come on over here. Say hello. Don't fall over, Ralph.
I haven't seen Phil in a few days.
That's true. We're in here talking to Ralph.
What's up?
Oh my gosh.
How are you?
What a great episode of Bill's 9 Minute Phill-Up.
Yeah. Well, sit down. Well, if you're gonna come in, let's sit out. We got to talk about Penn State and the championship. Producer Jordan's had a heart attack over this. She's like, "What is going on?"
I know. Leave it up to Addison, right?
Complete control.
Last time I was here, you were the producer.
Oh, I know. But Jordan, she does a way better job than me.
Oh, and by the way,
Hey guys,
need to thank the Target Shop. Which way am I going? This way. The Target Shop for the exclusive clothing
nice.
Of WTOV9.
Yeah. We got to get some Senna swag like that.
He pointed that out, and I didn't get to any of that.
Well, yeah, I don't know anything. So anyway, Lawrence, so that's the thing with greatness. It's like if you're going to be great in one thing, you're going to try and be great in everything. And you had Parcells, and Belichick. They had great teams. I remember seeing Phil Simms for the first time in person. I was in Washington D.C. I was doing the play-by-play for Central Connecticut State University basketball. And we stopped at the Vietnam Wall, and I remember the coach, the coach for the basketball team, Coach Brown, said, "All right, fellas, there's people out here that are at the wall. They're paying respects to their loved ones. No messing around. This is not a place to be joking. This isn't, So at the end of at the wall, there was the Lincoln Memorial. So I had seen the wall before, and so I went up into the Lincoln Memorial, and I'm standing there, and I'm going, "Who is this big dude?" And I'm looking at this guy going, "This guy's enormous." And I'm like looking around, and and I think he had his wife was with him, and they're kind of looking around doing, the same thing I'm doing, is looking at the memorials and stuff. But I'm like, that guy's huge. Who is that guy? Why do I think I recognize him? Then as he's leaving, the hair color when he hit the sun, I was like, yeah, he's basically towhead blonde. Mm-hmm. He goes, "What?" And I'm thinking, he's a quarterback? He's a quarterback. And that's when I was like, okay, that's huge.
I don't know where I came into this conversation.
Well,
we're
doing football now because we found out that Ralph is a New York Football Giant.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Because we asked about why you're wearing brown on the Friday before the Browns Steelers game as a Steelers fan.
With your orange hair.
Hey. Yeah.
She's gone over to the Cleveland Browns side from Steelers.
You know what? I wondered why Jeff was wearing his black and gold tie today, and it didn't even cross my mind.
1:00 Sunday.
Oh, I know. Oh,
in Pittsburgh.
I know. My brother's going. Two out of the 3 brothers going to the game. Sorry, I took your thunder from the New York Giants.
What's going to happen?
Oh, revenge game. Let's go. In our house? Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, Jordan producer's going.
Yeah. So anyways.
Our house, but you're wearing brown. It's like lots of warfare, right? Exactly.
Yeah, I think I was still trying to hold on to the fall vibes as winter is.
I think
hitting my
Tim
face,
Zipsel.
yeah.
Christmas is here.
I think Tim Zipsel, the resident
Yes.
super fan of the Cleveland
Oh,
Browns,
no. Is he
who's in
watching?
Smithfield. No, but he's done so much work with us now. He's been coached
He's
for kids
rubbed
and all
off
that
on
stuff.
me.
It started just to seep in. You don't even know it. It's just kind of all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, I became a Browns fan. Where did Browns fan?
Browns fan.
That's like playoffs. Playoffs.
Yeah, I'm a Tim Zipsel fan, but
Who isn't a Tim Zipsel?
I know
fan?
I'm not a Browns fan. Are you a
No.
Browns fan?
New York Football Giants.
I know, but you.
No.
I mean, like the Giants aren't anywhere near
Yeah.
you, but
Yeah, I like,
no. AFC North is on. Who are you cheering for?
I'm not watching football.
Yeah, he doesn't watch football. It's funny.
Mm-mm.
Played football. He's all American in college. Doesn't watch football.
My dad coaches football, and he doesn't watch the NFL. Like,
Yeah, no.
what doesn't know a single
That's me.
thing.
That's me.
Interesting.
Like, that's me.
Interesting.
Okay, well here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go through the bowl games, not bowl games, but the conference championship games
Oh,
for today.
let's
So
let's go through the
tonight,
conference championships.
Friday. Jordan, is your microphone open? You need to chime in on this.
Yeah, we need your
All right,
sports
so
expertise.
we have 8 o'clock. Wait a minute. Do we have another comment? What you put this? I think you put this up. Didn't you?
Hello.
Oh, hello. All right. So we have Friday tonight, December 6th at 8 in the evening, UNLV against Boise State.
Boise State.
Boise. I got Boise.
Then UNLV. Let's go.
Their running back's a menace.
He's
a menace.
he's
I
unbelievable.
haven't watched them at all.
All right. You probably haven't watched either one of these two guys either.
I'm
Tulane
focused.
and Army in the
Oh.
Army, yeah, but yeah.
in the American Athletic
Yeah.
Conference
Army.
Championship.
Wait, do they have 2 losses now or 1?
One.
Yeah, 1.
Army doesn't all they do is run the ball.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Sure, let's go with them.
Run
The
ball,
green
play.
wave, though. You got to love the green wave helmets.
I just like Tulane. I like that school.
I like
I
that
have
city.
a friend that go there. I knew you were going to say that.
New Orleans is
Bill
spectacular.
in New Orleans, let me
I
tell you,
love New
it's a
Orleans.
love affair.
Yeah.
He loves
makes
New
sense.
Orleans.
Great food, great music.
All of it makes sense. Voodoo.
All because of that
Voodoo.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, voodoo, the heat, get some humidity going.
Oh,
Now, see, I love going to the sauna, but that humidity is crazy.
yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah. All right. So December. Hey.
Oh.
And I would digress if I didn't say this. Tomorrow is the anniversary of Pearl Harbor, 1941, December 7th, 1941, the day that got the United States into World War II. I'd like to thank all of the World War II veterans that are still with us for everything that they did, their families. So if you have a chance to
Mhm.
spend a second, think about it, watch a documentary, watch a show about it, change the world.
I was talking about the Japanese involvement in Pearl Harbor the other day, and I had no idea some of the stuff they were doing.
Yeah.
Was much like the Germans. I had no idea about
Yeah.
that.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of very ugly things, and then the United States got into war with the Allies, and we managed to win, and keep. What would the world have been now if that hadn't happened? So, anyways, just want to thank everybody. I didn't mean to, digress from our football,
yes.
but that is more important than football. So, anyways, tomorrow.
Yes.
We've got the Big 12 championship game at noon. Iowa State, Arizona State.
Iowa.
Arizona State's in the Big 12 now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's all messed
the
up.
Pac-12
Yeah.
is gone.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah, I
The-
knew
yeah.
that.
All the
I just
conferences.
didn't know
This is how
Arizona
much he
State was
doesn't
in-
pay attention to football.
Well, I coached in the Big 12, and it was very different.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm taking Matt Campbell.
Yeah.
Ohio
guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mount Union guy. Got to start at Mount Union. Recruited me at Mount Union when I played. So
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
going Matt
All right.
Campbell with Iowa State.
Jordan.
Great coach.
I went Arizona State, but I haven't really watched either of these teams play this year. So
Gotcha.
Ian and I went out to a kicking camp at Iowa State. They were tremendous, and Coach Campbell was there, and everybody was great. So,
Ames is real cold this time of year.
ooh.
Like,
Ooh, I bet.
Again, we were basketball, and
But if you
it was
do,
colder
if you
in
do
basketball.
find yourselves in Ames, Iowa,
Oh,
you'd
as
like to
I
get
do.
some. If you want looking for
Free
some good
weekend.
barbecue that gets served
A
like
free
that,
weekend in Ames.
Park Avenue Barbecue.
Oh, sign me up. Right next to the diner in Chester. Isn't there a diner in Chester we were supposed to go to?
Yes, but
I heard there might be
There's
exploring
multiple
restaurants. I
trips.
heard that might be a new
Multiple
segment
trips,
on the
Jordan.
9 Minute Phill-Up.
yeah, we
What?
Oh,
might
yeah.
do.
What's the new segment?
Restaurant reviews. Go around and do some restaurant reviews on the 9 Minute Phill-Up.
gosh.
I like food.
Wings today.
Yeah.
Hillsborough.
What we tried? You weren't here. We tried some spicy cheese.
Oh
It
yeah.
was horrible.
Jeff and Addison were gonna have a heart attack, and I was like, "That was good."
Bill's over here just chomping. Jeff and I are looking for milk and water.
All right, we're gonna do the next game. Is gonna
Yeah.
be Georgia, Texas in the SEC championship game.
Texas.
They've already played once, and Georgia won 30-15. Horns down.
Normally I'd be a
It's gonna be
horns
Georgia.
down, but I'm going Texas.
Georgia, and it's remember that game's gonna be played in Atlanta.
Yeah, and
So-
Bevo is banned from the arena. Bevo's not allowed in the arena.
If Bevo's not
What?
there,
Yeah, because
honestly,
Bevo tried to eat or step on the Bulldog.
Bulldog. Yeah. It was bad.
Mhm.
Okay.
A little sports.
We're going to
Just
save
say
that
just a
one
little
for
bit.
now.
The
We'll
lore.
skip this one. And now we're going to go to Clemson SMU ACC championship game. Jordan is going SMU all day, every day.
Are you,
because she
Jordan?
can't stand
Yes.
Clemson.
Oh, because you don't like Clemson. Oh, because we have the Trevor Lawrence hate club. Me and Jordan.
There's,
We don't like him.
So
Are you the ones that put the bounty on him for the hit?
No.
for
Oh
this
my
week?
gosh.
No, that was
No.
horrible.
No, that was horrible. That's bad.
Oh, okay.
Clemson, there's 4 schools
Uh-huh.
that have not used the portal yet.
Clemson's one.
Oh, they won.
Army, Navy, Air Force, Clemson.
Wow.
Really?
Impressive.
Still don't like him.
Yeah, I don't,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not a big
so
Dabo guy.
who are you
SMU,
going?
Ponies.
SMU, the Ponies. I would like to see the Pony Express come back. Prime time Pony Express from when they were in college.
before the death penalty.
Goodness gracious.
Listen, and that's crazy.
Craig
because
James,
that's legal
Eric
now.
Dickerson.
This is legal now. To pay
Oh,
players.
they were talking. He's what was it for Trans Am or a Camaro or whatever it was for Eric Dickerson was
Solid
it
gold.
a literally a briefcase full of hundreds. And they were like, "Oh, you're in trouble for that now." Now they'd be like,
No,
"Dude,
here
you're not
you
getting, dude, you're
Hey,
getting
you go to
underpaid.
Michigan.
You're getting
Yeah.
underpaid."
Quarterback for Michigan, $12 million. Yeah. Let's give this 18-year-old 12 mil.
Yeah, and then the game
No, I
of
feel like
games.
that needs to be. Sorry, I won't digress. I was just going to say I feel
Well,
like
this
they
is
need
your
to
game.
revamp that
This is your game.
rule. Like maybe after 2 years of
Like
play.
salary
Big
caps.
Big 12
Yeah.
championship game.
I'm ready. I'm here.
Penn
Go ahead.
State,
Give it to
Oregon.
me.
Big 10, Bill.
Big
Big
10.
10.
Big 10. What did I say? Big 12. All right. Okay. There's
That's
so
why I
many
didn't
different
know.
ones. Big 10.
Okay. Do you
Even
want
though
me-
there's 15 teams in it now.
Yeah.
everybody wants to be in the Big 10. So do you want me to go
Not
first
really.
or last?
No, you can have the whole floor. This is your. I'm going to sit back and
Do you have?
because I think
who do
Oregon's.
you cheer
I think
for?
Oregon's
You,
going to win.
Ohio State, right? You're an Ohio State fan? No, you don't watch football.
I think Oregon's going to win.
As
I honestly think Oregon's.
Penn Stater with a degree, family has gone there. I bleed blue and white.
Uh-huh.
You don't need to prove it.
Her names on the wall at the creamery.
Names at the wall at the creamery. I have a name on a stone if you walk on the sidewalk. Kidding. That's all a joke. But I agree.
Yeah.
Oregon,
Yeah.
Too good.
Oregon's going to win. And Jordan, my also fellow Penn State fan,
Uh-huh.
agreed with me. But we keep seeing Jordan.
But
We keep seeing these things that are like Penn State 64%.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah, don't trust
Yeah.
the stats. Especially
Well, here
if
you
they're
go.
on TV.
Latest betting trend.
Yeah.
TV.
Latest
okay.
betting trend. Matchup prediction trend. 53.7% Penn State, 46.3% for Oregon.
Yeah, that's
Who
crazy to
are,
me.
what? I think that they just want to say that they called the upset, and
Yeah.
it's not an upset. Everybody knows that Oregon is going to walk in there and show us up.
All right, Oregon's a 3-point favorite.
Okay.
Over under is 50.5 points. Money line is plus 50 for
15
Penn
and a
State.
half? That's
50.5
50.
50.
Yeah.
for over under.
So 30-20.
I got you.
Interesting.
Well, there you
I
go.
35-21 Oregon.
I want it to be a really. I want it to be a good game. I don't want it to be like a blowout. but-
yeah, I hear you.
Which it could be.
You see,
That's what I said.
I love being in the national championship. Obviously, everybody who loves their school and who went to their school wants to be in the national championship, but
Mhm.
I just don't feel the hype that we deserve to be there. A team that
Playoffs. I mean, there's 12-team playoffs.
I
now.
know, but a team that beat us
Mm-hmm.
is not there only because the team that we didn't play is, you know what I mean? Like Ohio State played Oregon
Mhm.
and lost.
Yeah.
We
Right.
haven't played them,
Yeah.
but they beat us.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying this from an Ohio State person. I get it. I get the anger because if
Dang,
we
wait,
played
why
Oregon,
would they have anger? Because they're
I
not
get
in the
it. I-
championship game?
yes,
Well, they lost to Michigan. So
I
they have two
understand.
Right.
conference
I
losses.
understand.
Yeah. Okay.
I understand all of that, but
we
I
could
do.
get into the whole Miami
There's so
situation with the
I know,
ACC, but
but
that's
but Jordan gets it. She understands
Yeah.
the frustration where it's like, yes, they beat us. They beat us fair and square. And
Craig, just want to say thanks for joining us.
Penn State didn't play Oregon. Penn
Mhm.
State didn't play all those. They didn't play Michigan. We didn't play any of
Yeah.
those teams. And so here we are.
So you got a cakewalk, is what
Well,
you're saying.
But that's what
Yeah.
happens when you have 15 teams in a conference.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's sooner or later you're not
Fix
going to
it.
play everybody.
How
Fix
many,
it.
How many teams are in the SEC?
Where's
now? Like
Where's
48?
Jessica Haverly? Fix it.
I know. That was her catchphrase.
What's that?
Like there's 48 teams in the SEC currently.
Yeah, 74 actually.
Wow,
Yeah,
exactly.
or 72. Let's see.
Dolphins?
Well, there's my
Are we gonna
opinion.
miss some 72 Dolphins?
We might be. Hello. All right, Penguins fans. All right, yeah. Hello. What's going on with the Penguins?
He's moved on from
What
the
happened to
championship.
Snowbird? Why is he now a Dolphin? He's not.
Oh no, he's not a Dolphin.
He's not a
Snowbird
Dolphin.
is
He's a
still
Snowbird.
Snowbird is still Snowbird. You're looking at something different.
Snowbird's still the man or woman, whatever you want to go with. Snowbird, the
Yeah.
ruler of the universe.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna wrap things up. We talked football. Addison wearing Browns colors apparently today to
What
get
is
a
with him?
different vibe
Bill,
for Sunday's game.
I've seen you for a half an hour, and you're already starting with me.
And you would expect nothing less.
Oh my
Right?
goodness! Yes.
So we've talked football, but we want to wrap things up with again one more time with what Ralph is doing. Addison wasn't in here for earlier, but
Tell me.
Ralph has a new venture that he's doing with Steubenville High School with the
You
students
go ahead.
that are looking perhaps for some gifts because they're maybe going to be the people that don't necessarily get them. So one more time,
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
you give it the big
whole
the big
spiel.
closer.
So I am working with Steubenville High School on
Yeah.
the Teen Takeover Secret Santa Gift Exchange, taking at-need students and
Mhm.
linking them up with sponsors. The students will fill out a card of likes, dislikes, needs, not needs, right?
Yep.
Sometimes I have a bunch of this. I don't need any more of this.
Mhm.
Once, more importantly, and those cards will be given anonymously to a donor. They will get what they would like to get, and we will get those gifts back to the students. So we're like the middlemen. Again, we're just
Yeah.
linking people up, bringing people in the community together.
And how do we
Nice.
get in touch with you?
You can get in touch with me by social media or phone, 740-275-8055. That's the 15th time I've given that out.
Yeah, I know. Well,
Nice.
It's all
and
good.
then Cinna, if you go on the Cinna Facebook page,
Yep, Cinna Wellness, Facebook or Instagram.
okay, and
great.
it's both the same
Yep.
Cinna Wellness, and Cinna is SYNA. So if you can, please do what you can, and if you can't get in touch with Ralph, call Steubenville High School directly, and that could be another way to get that
Yep,
done.
100%.
So can't thank you enough for coming in today. Greatly
Thank you.
appreciate it,
Great
and
work.
thrilled that you're doing this project. I think it's going to be huge help, and hopefully next year maybe other high schools will be able to join in if that's something that you're going to
Yeah,
try and do,
absolutely.
expand it. And
Yep, absolutely. And we reached out to some other area city high schools that did not get back to us. So that is the goal next year, to widen the reach and
Yeah.
open the umbrella.
all right, great. Addison, thank you for popping in.
Hey, thanks. Go visit Christmas at the Fort with the Witkowskis tonight.
Oh yeah.
Talk about great,
What would Deb
hilarious
do?
show. What would Deb? I know she's amazing. Oh, actually, she sent me a Christmas card here. So thanks, Deb, if you're watching.
There you go.
Wishing
All
me
right.
a Merry Christmas. So go see Christmas at the Fort. That's
Yeah.
the only thing I'm plugging today.
Okay.
Oh, and this weekend, Mark Eddy
Yeah.
at the Fort on Saturday.
My former neighbor just down the alley.
What a funny man.
Yeah.
What
Oh,
great
he's
people
hysterical.
performing.
Just great. Just
Oh
great.
my
He's
gosh.
super. All right, everybody have a great weekend. Jordan, thank you very much
Jordan, you're
for
the best.
everything. Jordan's the best. All of a sudden, she went from just me behind there to all of a sudden 3 of us over here.
Oh, really? Did you
yeah,
come in,
yeah.
Jordan, halfway through?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just a little
Just me.
little out there. But anyways, just want to thank everybody for the comments. Again, want to thank Valley Converting for all they do for us here at the 9-Minute Phill-Up. We greatly appreciate it. Remember the 2 rules: have fun and always try your best. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Woohoo!